With the new Brawl Stars update here, a whole bunch is different, and since I know a lot of you are brand new to the game, I figured I would just make a list of 5 beginner tips that I wish I had known earlier. So if you find this video helpful in any way, please give that like button a nice gentle tap just to let him know that he's loved. Getting right into things, whenever you're playing Brawl Star, the left stick obviously navigates you and the right stick is for shooting. But one thing I didn't know initially is that if you actually just tap the aim button, it'll lock on and shoot for you, and it's practically having like a built-in aimbot that isn't technically cheating. So instead of, lining up all of your shots and hoping they hit, you can just tap it and it'll literally snap onto the nearest enemy to you, and once your special ability is charged, it actually works with that too. So if you get your special ability, you can literally just tap it and that will be an aimbot as well. So this is literally like the best tip in the video, so I figured I would just share that with you firstly because this is by far the biggest game changer. Moving on to the second tip though, this is actually just a super easy strategy to survive longer in bounty. As you're all aware, whenever you go into like a bush to camp, you're pretty much invisible to everybody around you unless either you get shot, then people will see you, or if somebody walks right next to you, then they're gonna see you as well. But if you're just chilling in a bush, you can literally sit in there for as long as you want. Since this is like a one life survival game mode, you can just chill in a bush. If it says it's gonna kick you, move around a bit and just chill in a bush. When it comes to bounty, sometimes pushing early game can kind of be a mess because there's 5 teams in total, and more often than not, you kind of get sandwiched and it's really frustrating. So by just waiting, an extra second for one team to die off, maybe even 2, that can make winning just so much easier. Moving on to the third tip, this is going to be how to get a free wizard skin for Barley. So once you unlock this character, I highly recommend you all do this. Like, skins can be expensive. I know all the gem amounts don't look too big, but when you go on over to the item shop and actually see how expensive gems are, if you were going to spend money, the odds are it probably wouldn't be for his skin. But if you want to get a free skin to kind of show off, all you have to do is connect your Supercell ID. And in order to do that, hit the 3 lines and go on over to your settings menu. Once this pops up, just connect your Supercell ID, and if you have Barley unlocked, you're gonna get this cool wizard skin for him. And I know it's free, so like you're gonna see a lot of these, but still, just having that extra skin instead of paying, super clutch. Tip number 4 is a way to maximize your tokens / keys. Now this may sound pretty confusing while I'm talking, so I'm going to try to explain it in the easiest way possible, but also like in the most effective way possible. So let's say I'm playing Gem Rush and I win 3 battles in a row. That should be enough to redeem all of the tokens for that game mode, and for one win you can easily get 20 plus tokens. So after you collect 100 tokens, you can open up a basic Brawl box, but if you collect all of the tokens for a specific game mode, it's going to give you a star token or a star key, and after collecting 10 of those, you can open up the bigger Brawl box next to that one to get even better rewards. So right now, I have 4 of these icons available, so in theory, if I play all of these game modes, I'll get a whole bunch of tokens in general, but on top of that, I'm also guaranteed 4 star keys, which is gonna help contribute to this overall bigger Brawl box. So the tip here is to maximize your keys, play every game mode, and always make sure that you have this star key redeemed, because the more boxes you can open up, that's gonna be the faster you progress through the game. And now the final tip is actually a super basic one, and it's just to take full advantage of the shop and constantly be checking the shop on a day-to-day basis. So the first thing you see in my shop, it says free 10 gold. Now this changes on a day-to-day basis, so for me, I have gold, but for you, you may get a free Brawl box. So again, always check here. You're pretty much always guaranteed at least one thing for free. Right underneath that though, you see a bunch of brawlers, and I wouldn't recommend you spend your coins on any brawler you don't use, but for me here, like, my Penny just needed 5 more and it wasn't too expensive, so I figured, you know what, I like Penny, she's a good character, and since this 5 is actually gonna really help me out, it was really smart to buy that. Under that though, here's our first kind of pay to win option. I don't like saying that because truthfully, if you want to be free to play, you can be free to play, but obviously if you have some money to spend, it can help out immensely. In theory here, let's just say theoretically, let's say you have $8 that you really want to spend, like you just want to spend this money so badly and it's driving you crazy because you don't know what to spend it on. I would recommend you choose this offer right here, but keep in mind that is only theoretically if you wanted to spend money. And I know like so many people hate spending money on mobile games, so you know, depending how Brawl Stars does on my channel, I may try to do weekly or monthly giveaways just to be able to help some people, you know, afford things that they don't necessarily want to spend money on. But as I said, that was my final tip for today's video. I understand all of these were kind of beginner tips and some of them weren't really too complicated, but please remember this video was geared towards those newer players. So this has been Eclihpse. I appreciate you all watching, and peace out.